Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support them. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is a beautiful day, but honestly, I am barely holding it together because the drama in Genoa City is absolutely destroying my peace of mind. Grab your iced coffees and strap in, because we have a lot to unpack. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing and listen to me right now. I am literally shaking because the absolute cinematic mayhem that is currently unfolding on The Young and the Restless has completely rewired my brain chemistry. We need to talk about the June 17th episode because I am personally offended, totally traumatized, and yet absolutely living for the sheer audacity of what is happening with Diane Jenkins Abbott and Jack Abbott. I am legit hyperventilating right now. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when I realized what Diane was planning, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. We are not just watching a soap opera anymore. We are witnessing a high-octane psychological masterpiece where the stakes are astronomical, and my grip on reality is officially slipping. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step because my brain is moving at a million miles an hour. Let's set the scene for the absolute mess we are currently spiraling over. Jack Abbott, the patriarch of the Abbott family, is straight up being forced to convince Patty Williams that he is still in love with her. Yes, you heard me correctly. Patty, I poison people and steal identities. Williams is blackmailing Jack, holding the location of his missing wife hostage, and her demand is that he recreates the magic they had on that yacht years ago. Bestie, be for real right now. Patty is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done. She is genuinely holding a photo of Diane in a padded cell over Jack's head, basically forcing him to romance her to save his wife's life. The psychological torture of it all. Jack is desperate. He is panicking, and he is having to dig deep into his soul to pretend he has any affection for this woman who is literally orchestrating his worst nightmare. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but we need to talk about Diane's current situation because it is giving major survival mode energy. Diane is currently locked in a barred room, being held hostage by this super shady, extremely creepy doctor, Ruthless Markham. And what does our girl Diane do? Does she sit in the corner and cry? Absolutely not. She is Diane freaking Jenkins Abbott. She is launching a full-blown, calculated campaign to win over Dr. Markham. She is basically playing 4D chess while the rest of us are playing checkers. In the June 17th episode, Diane realizes that if she fights him too hard, he's going to ship her off to some undisclosed, horrific mental facility where Jack will never, ever find her. So, she pivots, which is honestly so unhinged, and she tells Markham that she wants to be treated right there, in his house. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, Diane telling him she wants to stay at his house is the smartest, most manipulative, brilliant move she could possibly make. She is securing her location. If she stays in that house, there is a chance Jack and Kyle can track her down. But more importantly, she is setting the stage for a massive psychological manipulation of her own. Diane is straight up resorting to her classic, seductive charm to get out of this. She's going to flirt with the slimy doctor, fake a massive crush on him, and stroke his ego until he completely drops his guard. She knows that men like him are driven by their own arrogance. If she can make him believe that she is falling for his brilliant doctor routine, he might just get sloppy. He might leave a door unlocked, or turn his back long enough for her to grab those keys. By the way, did anyone else notice the weird lighting in that house? It's giving 1970s basement nightmare. The wallpaper is an absolute tragedy. And don't even get me started on the vibes of that bookshelf. Like, who decorates a hostage room with medical journals? It is so aesthetically offensive, I cannot even focus half the time. But anyway, back to the main tea. Let's talk about the fan theories, because the internet is genuinely exploding right now, and I am entirely on board with this conspiracy. What if Dr. Ruthless Markham is not actually Dr. Markham? What if? And stay with me here, because this is where the lore gets deep. What if he is actually Martin Laurent in disguise? You guys, if you remember, Martin is the evil, unhinged twin of the good doctor, Alan Laurent. Martin already trapped Sharon and Phyllis in a terrifying psychological trap, and we know he has been lurking around. Plus, let's look at the facts. Patty Williams is involved. Patty has a massive, well-documented history of using plastic surgery to steal identities. Hello, remember the whole Dr. Emily Peterson saga? It is totally plausible that Patty helped Martin get a new face to look exactly like Dr. Markham. If Markham is actually Martin Laurent, then Diane's seduction plan is about to be the most legendary scheme in Genoa City history. Martin is deeply insecure. He has spent his entire life wanting to be smarter, better, and more respected than his brother Alan. He is the dumber, eviler twin. Plus, he is probably incredibly lonely and bitter after being rejected by Tracy Abbott. So, imagine Diane Jenkins, this gorgeous, sophisticated woman, suddenly showering him with attention, telling him how brilliant he is, and making him feel like the absolute center of the universe. He is going to eat it up. He will legit fall right into her trap because his ego is so fragile. Diane's flattery is going to be his kryptonite. I'm calling it. The villain arc is about to go nuclear. And Markham is going to be completely blinded by his own hubris. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the insane parallel happening right now between Jack and Diane. They are completely separated, completely in the dark about what the other is doing, yet they are both using the exact same survival tactic, faking romantic interest in their psychotic captors. Jack is having to romance Patty, choking down his disgust to make her believe he wants to recreate their yacht days, while Diane is batting her eyelashes at a man who is literally holding her hostage behind iron bars. It is so poetic, so tragic, and genuinely so twisted. They are soulmates in the most messed up, trauma-bonded way possible. But honestly, the anxiety of it all is eating me alive. Jack has absolutely no idea about the dangerous, high-stakes game Diane is playing. He doesn't know she is flirting with a potential serial killer. What if Diane's plan backfires? What if Markham realizes she's playing him? Martin Laurent is notoriously volatile, and if he catches on to her little seduction routine, things could turn violent so fast. She already armed herself with a letter opener, so we know she is ready to throw down if necessary. But the power dynamic is terrifying. And what if Diane, in her desperate, trauma-induced state, actually starts to lose her grip on reality and starts believing her own lies? No, she's too smart for that, but still, the psychological toll this is taking on her has to be massive. And don't even get me started on Jack. How far is he going to have to go with Patty? Patty is completely delusional. She genuinely believes that if she forces Jack into a corner, he will magically fall back in love with her. Tracy Abbott is trying to play mind games with Patty in the park, trying to manipulate her into giving up Diane's location by dangling the threat of the mental institution. But Patty is a wild card. If Patty senses for even 1 second that Jack is faking his affection, she could make one phone call to Markham and have Diane shipped off to a black site clinic where she will never be seen again, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because there is no way this ends cleanly. Someone is going to get hurt, someone is going to get exposed, and I'm genuinely terrified for everyone involved. Will Diane manage to flirt her way out of a hostage situation? Will Jack actually have to kiss Patty Williams? Will the Martin Laurent mask finally slip? I am physically vibrating from the suspense. I cannot sleep, I cannot eat. This storyline is officially my entire personality now, and I am not okay. The audacity of these writers to put us through this emotional blender. I am going to need a full week to recover from this week's episodes. But you know, I will be right back here, screaming into my pillow and analyzing every single micro-expression. Stay safe out there, besties, because Genoa City is a literal war zone right now.